Remember Krunker? Back in the day, it was one of the biggest browser shooters you could find. Not another IO mobile game, not a demo, a full-on FPS running in your browser. Krunker was one of the most played IO games. It was one of the first IO FPS that ran on Chromebooks, and teachers had no clue what they were in for. Fast forward to 2026, and it's not unusual to see Krunker struggling to pull even 1,000 concurrent players. So, what happened? Where did the fastest growing IO shooter go wrong? To answer that, we have to go back, not to Krunker, but to everything before it. Krunker didn't appear out of nowhere. Sydney, the developer, wasn't trying to build a brand or personality. He was experimenting, repeatedly. In 2016, 10 years ago, Vertex.io launched 10 classes, different weapons, fast matches. Every round ended with a cosmetic reward. That wasn't fluff. That was the start of a loop. Play fast, earn something, and repeat. Then came Drifting.io, a crazy IO game where you had to complete 20 laps to win the game, while others would try to ram into you and stop you by any means necessary. The Blooms.io followed. Pirate ship, cannons, coins. Progression that actually changed how you played. After that, the idea kept branching. Blubble.io turned it into a tower defense with real consequences. Mumu.io was the game that inspired you to be creative and build your own stuff, which we can see further in the games. Foes.io tested a small-scale battle royale combat. Some of these failed, some of these succeeded briefly, but none of them were wasted. They were prototypes. Then he built Krunker. Not just another game, this was one that finally clicked. Like Newton staring at the falling apple. The system wasn't built, it was discovered. All those smaller experiments weren't failures. They were just games. And they were building blocks for what's to come. The moment the pieces fit, it didn't just grow, it exploded. By the end of 2018, Krunker was a fast, addictive browser shooter. It ran on any machine, even the school Chromebook. The loop was simple: shoot, level up, unlock cosmetics. By gambling, of course. It didn't become big because it was fun. It became big because it was built to keep moving.
Dude, this guy.
In early 2019, the first major push hit Krunker. In January, version 1 went public. That might sound small, but it brought a massive wave of new players, creators and streamers. Krunker still felt like a browser CS clone, but Sid wasn't done here. In February, the streamer tab was added. That wasn't just a feature, it created the feedback loop. Streamers got viewers, viewers became players, players became streamers. Then in version 1.1, sliding was added, a simple mechanic, but it gave players speed boost and created a whole new skill ceiling for this game. Players started combining sliding and jumping into slide hopping. Movement stopped being a dodge tool, it became the game. Streamers like Anomaly and Shroud tried it. 1v1 started popping up. The competitive scene was born. But Krunker was growing faster than it could handle. Performance issues, hackers, inconsistent updates started showing cracks. During its peak, Krunker respected your time. 10 minutes or 10 hours, everything worked. Skill mattered, creativity mattered, trading, maps, movement mastery. It felt fair. But the momentum has a cost. Updates kept coming, but progression slowed. Seasons became about skins, not systems. Cheaters became more visible. Players stopped growing forward. They started waiting for the next update, waiting for the fix, waiting for the revival. Krunker wasn't moving anymore. It was treading water, just existing. Season 2 took forever. When it finally arrived, it was massive. Skins, modes, map editor, the hype returned. But Krunker had built a dangerous expectation. The next update always had to be bigger. Then came the promise of legitimacy, Faceit integration, ranked play, a future where Krunker could stand beside real competitive shooters like CSGO or Valorant or even League of Legends. The hype returned, but the foundation wasn't ready. Servers struggled, ranked arrived late. Krunker almost became something bigger. Almost. That's when Krunker got way too big for its own good. The acquisition happened. VR bought Krunker. Promises followed. But instead, focus shifted. NFTs, monetization, and side experiments. Developers left, support faded. Krunker didn't die in one moment. It was abandoned in pieces. Its movement was special. Its accessibility was unmatched. Its community was creative in ways few browser games ever achieved. Krunker didn't fail because it was bad. It failed because it was never finished. And sometimes that's worse. Oh god, this is gonna sound so cringe. Are you ready for the quote anyway? Don't cry because it's over. Smile